Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I wanted to address something that I call the emotional roller coaster. It's something that we've all been on for the past little while with COVID. And the emotional roller coaster is that feeling that you've probably been having, that every day kind of holds a different mix of things and a mix of feelings. And you know my favorite saying, name it to tame it. I didn't come up with it, but I love it. And we've got to name the emotions and feelings so that we can air them out and tame them. I'm here in Toronto, Canada. I know the people watch from sort of all over the world, and we might be on different trajectories with what's going on in our lives. We've been sort of about 30 days in quarantine, and we just got added 28 more. So the future is uncertain. So we wake up and we're like, what's happening next? So the feeling that I'd like to call out is grief. Now, there's lots of different things that we grieve in our lives, but Dr. David Kessler, who's the leading world expert on grief and grief research, he actually wrote an article for the Harvard Business Review addressing grief during COVID. And what I mean is what we are grieving is loss of normalcy. I have been having that feeling quite a lot, the loss of the normal things I used to do. And I just was seeing a picture of myself in Jamaica about 5 months ago, and immediately my eyes welled up with tears because I don't know when's the next time I'm going to travel again. Now that is a sense of grief. Now, there's something that he's referred to as anticipatory grief. And what that means is it's grieving what we don't know. It's when we have an uncertain future. There's sort of a grief that we feel of this not sure what's going to happen in the future feeling. And so we need to acknowledge it. And many of you have asked me how we can deal with mindfulness with kids. And one of the things that maybe is a good question to ask, and it comes from this grief work, is what are you sorry or sad to lose? And so that's a good gateway and way to get into maybe asking questions of how people are feeling, and those could be our kids, and it can be any age. You just change the way you ask it. So basically from teenage kids, I could say like, what are you so sad to lose? I mean, all our kids have lost something during this process, and this is a great way to kind of tap in and dive in and see what we're really sad to lose. So the meditation that I'd like to do today is on that question exactly. It's not all the feelings that we have to sit with during mindfulness are easy. Some of them are okay, we can kind of live with it. Some of them are edgy, some of them feel sharp and prickly, and some of them feel weighty and hard. And so grief is one of them, and losing something is very challenging for most of us. So what I'd like to sit with together is the idea of what we've lost. So I invite you to maybe take a breath and maybe feel your sit bones and get yourself into a nice comfortable spot. And a lot of you who ask me about how can I make my kids or my loved ones practice mindfulness, we have to model it. We have to practice it and be comfortable with it to be able to share it with others. So I invite you to practice this yourself, as uncomfortable as it might be for some of us, and then extend it out to your loved ones. So I just ask you to kind of close your eyes, take a breath, feel your body expanding like a balloon and contracting. Soften your eyes, soften your jaw. Relax your tongue down to the root of the tongue. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. And the question that I'd like to ask you is, what are you so sad to have lost? Are you feeling sad about the loss of normalcy and your day-to-day, for that human touch and interaction? Your drive-through Starbucks order. It could be anything. But we'd like to get a sense of what does it feel to have lost something, and what feelings does that bring up? can stay with this feeling for as long as you like. But for now, we're going to stop our meditation. I thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.